Dear Grace, British Columbia abruptly drops drug decriminalization after backlash. Premier asks government to reintroduce ban, ending Canada's first large attempt to gauge effects of decriminalization. First time in a billion years, two life forms have merged into one. Which two? Algae and bacteria. All right. The secret to enhancing memory for everyone. ISRO delayed Chandra 3's launch by 4 seconds to avoid massive collision in space. Why is mercury liquid at room temperature and other metals aren't? I guess would be gravity. Most precise measure ever brings us most precise measure ever, brings us closer to knowing the ghost particle's true mass. British Columbians rounding up local grocery stores ahead of a Loblaws boycott. Still don't know what this is about. No. Have grocery prices skyrocketed? Pretty sure pack of hot dogs is still $5. I don't think Loblaws gives a shit. Drug user advocates concerned about BC's decriminalization exemption request. Drug user advocates. I'm not sure they're advocates, but they're advocating drugs, they're advocating freedom. Drug user advocates are raising concerns over British Columbia's request for Health Canada to give police power to step in when they see illicit drug use in public spaces, saying it may be a step backward in the fight against the deadly opioid crisis. Andrew Levins for left and Carl Ladeau for right carrying an empty coffin during a march organized by the Vancouver Area Network of Drug Users, VANDU, to mark International Overdose Awareness Day. And they're not encouraging it, they're just trying to get it safe. It's much safer in the public. Let's read this one, Grace. And we'll just turn this into reading in the park. Advocates for drug users are raising concerns about BC's request for Health Canada to empower police to step in when they see illicit drug use in public spaces, saying it may be a step backward in the fight against the deadly opioid crisis. Yeah, no shit. Brittany Graham, the executive director of the Vancouver area drug user, says that they could change that name, but says she hasn't seen the specifics. The proposed change currently only seems to affect those who have no home and are living in poverty. That's correct. Yeah. I mean, if you're doing your drugs outside, you're either homeless or not allowed to do them in your home. And either of those are the situations that need to be rectified. Get rid of the homelessness and see how much the drug problem goes down. Grace. Right. If you tell me what that piece of equipment was, Grace, I'll give you $1 million once I get it. Group of daycare kids coming. I'm gonna walk away. Alright, walk and talk. Nope, can't do it, can't read it. Imagine if humans had litters. Like all those kids were just from one person at one time. Born really tiny and hibernated, incubated. Think of that, Grace. A good idea. Okay, it's hard to read. Here we go. Just like I was saying, Grace. Find some shade. Alright. Graham said the fallout from proposed changes shines a light on other issues the government should be more focused on addressing. Agreed. People can't afford housing anymore, she said. This is a housing issue, not a decriminalization issue. Agreed. The 3-year decriminalization pilot project was enacted on January 21st, 2023, exempting those who are in possession of small amounts of opioids from facing criminal charges. Remember, opioids are facing criminal charges. Exceptions apply to drugs including heroin and fentanyl, as well as cocaine, methamphetamine, and MDMA in quantities of 2.5 grams or less. The province said Friday it was working with Health Canada to urgently change the decriminalization policy to stop drug use in public. BC request comes after repeated criticism from politicians, health workers, and police about the policy, including open drug use public spaces. So they don't want to see it, and the police don't want to actually do anything about it. Serve and protect. You know what? Here's the way to solve the fucking problem. Ask every person that you arrest or find doing drugs. Talk to them, find out why the fuck they're doing the drugs. And then see if you can develop a program. Researchers just found more than 1,000 new solar system objects hiding in plain sight. They still can't find Planet 9. Human activities have intense impact on Earth's deep subsurface fluid flow. I don't think that's true. Species living closely together in symbiosis is far older and way more common than you think. Good spot today, Grace. Physicists, but I'm still a little grumpy. Physicists overcome two key operating hurdles in fusion reactions. Yeah, this is still weird. Oh, cyber attack. There we go. See, finally fess up. London Drug closes stores until further notice due to cyber attack. Someone fucking got London Drugs. Holy shit. Actually, I'm surprised that more businesses aren't just annihilated. And actually, I work for London Drugs, and there's probably 10 different pieces of software on their computers that they use from all sorts of eras. And I'm sure once you got into that fucking network, it wouldn't take much. Q&A. Our fears that young people are getting hooked on prescribed opioids a moral panic? No. Like I said, ask them why they want to fucking take them and why their life feels better on opioids. Simple question. History shows how to win the quantum computing race. Watershed moment for Tesla as Elon Musk visits to China reaps quick reward. BC United wants criminals banned from changing names. I don't know who BC United is. Elon Musk still needs a lawyer approval to tweet about Tesla, says Supreme Court. Fuck that. Bunch of cunts. Mind-bending maths could stop quantum hackers, but few understand it. Or the British Columbia Conservation Officer Service should be designated as a provincial something. Google's DeepMind creates Gecko, a rigorous new standard for testing AI image generators. Kelso award-winning artist, not very good at painting. BC Food Products called for possible listeria contamination. I don't think I eat those. Rising unemployment hits Canada international students hard. Not that I get a lot of disturbance. This phone doesn't actually work, but From hiking to bird watching to early nights, Gen Z are coming for my hobbies, and they're much better at it than I ever was. Documents reveal Ottawa's effort to get Loblaw Walmart on board with grocery code. What the fuck is this about? I need to try and do an hour straight today, Grace. Bits and pieces is not stand up. And this isn't stand up either, but let's get shit off my chest. Documents reveal Ottawa's effort to get Loblaw. Oh, yeah, what the fuck do they want? How about they just do what's good for everybody without being forced to do it? Quantum breakthrough. Researchers unlock new realms in 1D superconductivity. After 11 years living abroad, one Canadian explains why she prefers being back home. Researchers developed tiny droplets that harness laser light to detect disease. Laser excitation of the TH229 nucleus. New findings suggest classical quantum physics and nuclear physics. Colby Kush planet could be the reason for humans revolutionizing farming. Colby Kush planets could be the reason for humans revolutionizing farming. Okay. Jobs set to go extinct in Australia in 2024, probably a lot. Metro Vancouver moves to take some heat off its Burnaby trash incinerator. It's got a little bit of a pun. That would be a lot funnier if these headlines were a lot funnier. Grace. Companies hiring for hundreds of jobs in Vancouver this April. Maybe I should go get a job. Give up on the comedy idea. Let's find me a job, Grace. Taco Fino? That sounds good. RCMP? Don't think so. Wait. Confident and considerate people to join its team of 911 police dispatchers. If you have a great attitude, I do, communication skills, a few words I can't say, attention to detail, and willingness, that's all you need to jumpstart a career with the RCMP. I don't think that'd go over so well. EA Sports. That would be fun. This is for out of touch. Home Depot. Canada Summer Jobs. Boston Pizza. Airbnb detective. Ooh, that sounds like fun. I just need to go get a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, investigation and enforcement, as soon as for law, criminology, or a related field. You also have at least 3 years of experience conducting complex investigations. Vancouver International Airport, intact. Park Casino, and Vancouver Coastal Health. Ooh, Canadian Pacific Railway. Vancouver Aquarium, that's still open. That should have been closed a long time ago. Why the fuck fuck did they reopen that after COVID? Just my opinion. Grace. A science teacher promised his classes in 1978 they'd all watch the eclipse together, and hundreds. Researchers produced blah blah blah. If something's an atom thick and we can't see a single atom, how can we see multiple single atoms? Grace? I don't understand that. Then again, I'm not a physicist, so. Harvey Weinstein's rise and fall. Here's how disgraced Hollywood movie mogul's fortune plunged to. Deepest blue hole in the world discovered, with hidden caves and tunnels believed to be inside. Researchers just found more than 1,000 new solar systems. Did that one? Why do people hear their names being called in the woods? Quantum computing breakthrough could happen with just hundreds, not millions of qubits, using a new error correction system. Earth from space. Lava bleeds down iguana-infested volcano as it spits out toxic gas. What? Iguana-infested. One in 4 Americans fear losing their job this year. What's causing it? Working out in nature may prevent several terrible diseases and cut medical costs. Several terrible diseases. Five hotels in Las Vegas that are worth the price, according to the travel experts. Ancient teeth reveal surprising dietary choices in early humans, like whatever they could fucking find. Some of this stuff is just so waste of bandwidth. Complete waste of bandwidth. Grace. Decoding immunity. Decoding immunity. The Human Immunome Project strategic blueprint to harness AI in immunology. Decoding immunity, the Human Immune Project's strategic blueprint to harness AI in immunology. Micrometeoroid bombardment and magnetic fields, decoding the effects of interplanetary space on asteroid Ryugu. New alloy shocks scientists with its nearly impossible strength and toughness. Prostate cancer breakthrough, urine test avoids unnecessary biopsies. Peering into the heart of clouds, NASA's CloudSat wraps a revolutionary journey. How cancer research is revolutionizing. Cancer research is revolutionizing Lyme disease treatment. There we go. Just as I get it, you get a plain break. A plain pause break. Grace. 3 women contract HIV after vampire facial procedures at New Mexico spa. See the aftermath of punishing U.S. tornadoes. Our standards of living are slipping. Cost of living with Paul have review. High baby formula costs for this suburban family means other bills go unpaid. Kokum grandson proud to graduate grade 12 together in James Smith cremation. Kokum grandson proud to I had an idea about that once, Grace. As tick season takes off in Sask, scientists monitor for new disease-carrying species. Puppy found drugged, other dogs still waiting for their home for their forever homes. John Humane Society says. PI farmer worries stray voltage is harming his cattle. Stray voltage? How to report a minor crime on PEI without having to call police. Primary care crisis means women aren't getting timely cancer screening, says doctor. Get rid of your green waste bin and let leaves rot into the soil, says garden expert. Countries consider pact to reduce plastic production by 40% in 15 years. Water everywhere. Shropshire farmers race to salvage harvest after record rain. First trailer for live-action Lion King prequel has just dropped. Forgotten Tom Hanks classic is being described as a brilliant masterpiece that will make you cry like a baby every time. McDonald's customers feel misled and gaslit after finding out how their burgers are actually made. Chilling clip shows that the aftermath shows killing chip. Coast is clear. Yeah, I wouldn't actually want anyone to hear me. Take a short break. We'll be right back. And we're back. Chilling clip shows the aftermath of ship that capsized with over 800 people dying as a result. Experts believe they've solved the curse of King Tut's tomb amid a string of mysterious deaths. That only took a little while to figure out. How many millions did that cost? We spend more on history than we do on the present. Just saying, Grace. Boss fires 3 employees working from home after checking their call logs. Yeah. People are finding out what really happened to Tom from MySpace. These are old. Blah, blah, blah. Let's find something new. Grace, if you don't mind. Headlines around the world. Applause break. See, that train isn't as loud as the other ones. I just want to put some grease in the wheels. Alright, see what's going on around the world. 30 minutes. Spain's PM, Pedro Sanchez, to remain in office. Pedro. U.S. campus protests. Rival Gaza protest groups clash at UCLA. Oh. They'll fight on campus, but they won't sign up and go fight, actually. How many volunteers have volunteered to fight for any other country? These people just need something to do. Kenya dam collapses, dozens dead after flood. Scotland's leader resigns after conflicts over climate change. Gender identity weakened government. Scotland leader resigns after conflicts over climate change. Gender identity weakened government. That doesn't make sense. US-UK urge Hamas to accept Israeli truce proposal in war on Gaza. No shit. I still think my idea is the best. Just stop everything right now, right today. Whatever land you have, you have. If someone doesn't agree, they think you need more land, too bad. But what they can do is they can send you money and they make what land you have now better. It's not really the square footage that's the problem. It's what's on top of the land. So if everyone stopped fucking protesting, actually, they can protest all they want, but it's not going to change the situation. Now, if every day 1,000 people volunteered to go over and fight, like fight on the ground, but they don't, and they won't. I mean, people don't even volunteer for their own country. They have to be conscripted. So, nobody wants to die. Simple as that. The frightening reason violent E-5 tornadoes are so rare. Tornadoes kill at least 2, including 1 child in Oklahoma. Lincoln says truce proposal received by Hamas extraordinarily generous. Middle East news. It'll only have to happen once, Grace. The next time one country invades another, all the big boys just wipe them out. The parliament. Do that, everyone else is going to think twice. I know they won't, but thoughts there. TikTok ban. Cybersecurity expert weighs in. Ukraine allies have not delivered what they promised. NATO chief Stoltenberg says in someplace. This might be a very, very windy one, but it might not. My hands might be blocking the wind. We'll see. Kristi Noem's story about killing her puppy draws criticism from both parties. Yikes. Hopefully she euthanized it, didn't just like strangle it or something. Philippine students are told to stay home as Southeast Asia copes with a sweltering heat wave. Israeli officials eye threat of ICC arrest warrants over war in Gaza. World Central Kitchen to resume operations in Gaza after deadly strike on aid convoy. Roman object that baffled experts to go on show at Lincoln Museum. It's funny how nobody on Earth can figure out what that was used for, definitively. India's spy agency reportedly linked to killing of Canadian Sikh activist. Aerial photos show wide devastation left by a deadly tornado in China's Guangzhou. Biggest takeaway in Trump's hush money trial as we head into second week. Have you seen this man? He's a big deal in Austria, and romance scammers like using his face. Romance scammer. Showing you pro-Palestine protest at White House Correspondents' Dinner. And how does anyone here leave it? Trump is annoyed by Kari Lake's frequent Mar-a-Lago jaunts. Solomon Islands pro-Beijing Prime Minister won't keep his job following elections. Israeli airstrike kills at least 25 Palestinians in Ra'if. New ceasefire talks expected in Cairo. So there you go. There's Israeli airstrike. I mean, 25 Palestinians are dead. Germany launches trial of far-right coup plotters. We will fight until you return, says Keith Siegel's family. Poland would, of course, be interested in Canadian LNG. Watch Colin roast Joe Biden and Trump. Colin Jost roast. Watch Colin Jost roast Joe Biden and Trump. Today's tongue twister brought to you by 7 killed, including 2 police officers after militants attacked checkpoints in Russia. Eric Trump remarks about Donald Trump's stamina sparks mockery. I think Trump has a weird amount of energy. Palestinians in Rafah express thanks to U.S. university protesters. Graham predicts Trump will get immunity for some presidential actions. Iran's death sentence for rapper sparks protests and undermines criticism of U.S. Burkina Faso bans more media over coverage of alleged massacre. We were lost. Family share struggles accessing addiction support. Protests erupt in Italy as G7 ministers meet to discuss climate crisis. 5 former officials are convicted over Greece's deadliest wildfire, but are freed after being fined. Humpback whale freed from fishing net in Trinity Bay. Whales are having some troubles. Facing hard wartime choices, Ukraine puts spotlight on men abroad who are absent from fight. FBI tells parliamentarians they were targets of Chinese hackers in 2021. FBI tells parliamentarians they were targets of Chinese hackers in 2021. I'm pretty sure if they want to, China probably fucking knows everything. Titanic artifact auction for record-breaking amount. Top U.S. and world headlines. Israel's anti-UNRWA campaign falls flat. Probably because a lot of people don't know what that is. With ATA-CMS in hand, Ukraine looks to neutralize Putin's fortress in Crimea. Canadian man bound, head partially severed in grisly Jamaican murder. It's internet here. No, you don't need the photo. Navy rescues oil tanker hit by missiles. Is it time? Is it time to rethink drinking alcohol? Work week, outlook, soggy and warm. April continues into May. One stone at CBS, Dan. Scientists raise concerns about ominous Scientists raise concerns about ominous warmth in Atlantic Ocean and how it will impact hurricane season. I think I made friends with a crow. Arizona State Senator indicted in fake election scheme is tapped for RNC position. Let's try the latest. Their day, pro-Palestine. all the resources being used for that. I think if the aliens did exist, what they should do is just deactivate every nuclear weapon, deactivate every big ass bomb. Actually, yeah, EMP would do it. Just EMP them. And if they want to fight hand to hand with guns and knives and sticks and rocks, then let them. Their choice. Don't use the phones, Ontario Premier Doug tells students. God, my life would have been so much different if I had a phone like this in 1980, 70. People are coming out of the woodwork now. 2 dogs going by, train going by, lady going by. I'm gonna keep talking, I don't care. "12 people arrested in credit card schemes." Toronto police. Toronto transit workers vote in favor of a strike mandate, union says. Snowfall warnings issued west of Calgary with the threat of snow hanging over city. International student work in Canada, 24 hours per week. Ontario to establish new regional office in Ottawa. Oh, it's noon, that's why. Everyone's taking a break from their day job to walk the dog, I'm not sure. Jeremy Skibicki trial begins with bid to toss jury. Ontario to give wildland firefighters presumptive coverage for cancer's PTSD. Ontario to give wildland firefighters presumptive coverage for cancer's PTSD. Got no senior dies after apparent random attack. Calgary school principal charged with possessing, accessing child pornography. Canada weather, U.S. storms bring freezing rain. BC helicopter company heading to Alberta for nighttime wildfire training. One person dead after single crash on Peggy's Cove Road. That's a tough road. Ottawa fatal crash. One killed in single vehicle crash near Greeley. Hidden camera found in Guelph home. Man arrested. Pedestrian struck by vehicle in Toronto's east end suffers critical injuries. RCMP stops a vehicle traveling at 248 kilometers a mile in a 110 kilometer zone. Last night at approximately 11:30 p.m., an officer from RCMP Halifax Regional Detachment was conducting traffic enforcement on Highway 103 with a BMW I something 248. Police charge 13 with murder and stabbing outside Halifax Mall. Police investigate overnight stabbing in Halifax. India summons diplomat over use of separatist slogans at Toronto Sikh event. Windsor police investigating crash. Invasive and toxic hammerhead worms spotted in Hamilton. Now that is fucking gross. HDSB investigating video of incident at Oakville High School. At least one person struck by train near University of Manitoba. Frightening reason violent EF5 tornadoes are so rare. Open banking could spur competition, but fintechs say Canada's moving too slowly. For me, let's see here. Kevin A. Sabat. Oh, opinion. Maybe that's what I need to do is write an opinion column. I guess that's what this is. Kevin A. Sabat. The harm reduction movement has lost sight of what truly matters. One simple question. That's all you have to ask people. Why? Why does it feel better with the drugs than without them? When they answer that, you have your answer. Those who prioritize safe supply and made over treatment and recovery have given up on improving the lives of people struggling with addiction. Earlier this year, the government delayed an extension of medical to include those suffering solely from mental illness, which could have included people with substance use disorder. At the same time, British Columbia's Provincial Officer of Health called for the province's Safe Supply program to be expanded. Both policies should be rejected outright. Recovery from addiction is real, it works, and it's the only humane policy for people with a substance use disorder. Canada has fully embraced extreme harm reduction, a primarily activist-driven approach to drug policy that aims to promote safe or regulated drug use, rather than discouraging it and encouraging people to seek treatment. The harm reduction only strategy includes policies that fully decriminalize drugs like fentanyl and meth, and provide potential deadly prescription drugs to users. As far as the drug crisis has spiraled out of control, some people want to double down on these policies, including decriminalization, expanding safe supply, and allowing Made for drug users. Harm reduction advocates made inroads by arguing that individuals should be kept alive so that they can ultimately enter treatment and be given a second chance at life. Now the movement has been hyper-extended to a grim point where some seem to have given up on the prospect of a better tomorrow. Harm reduction is not inherently bad for those who are on the far end of the spectrum. The hard to reach, hard to engage with population can be a way to bring them into services and get them into recovery. Meeting people where they're at can be valuable to get them the help they need, but is only one of the many tools reserved for those who really need it. I saw them walking earlier from far away, but that dog looked like a cat. I was like, why is that lady walking her cat? Post haste, the missed CPP opportunity is costing Canadians thousands. Post haste, the missed CPP opportunity is costing Canadians thousands. Wildlife Film Festival in Kelowna next month. AI could enable a 4-day work week for a quarter of Canadians. So everyone gets an extra day off. Laser Excited, did that one. Trespassing. University of Toronto warns against protest encampments. Public property. Pitch. Businesses boom amid Edmonton Oilers playoff run. really great economic boost. Emergency Preparedness Week soon begins. Cigarettes sold in Canada now look extremely different. HDSB staffer under investigation after the mysterious dark energy that permeates the mysterious dark energy that permeates the universe is slowly eroding. So how nice, how convenient. We haven't even found it, now it's eroding. Fucking bullshit. Fire that destroyed abandoned mobile home deemed suspicious. Majority of aspiring homeowners awaiting rate cuts. Construction is now allowed to begin on new Tesla dealership in Kelowna. Man took blind date on all expenses paid trip to Tokyo. Here's what happened. Yeah, I can do better than that. Albert Brooks is everywhere. Mother and daughter, 640K richer after selling $64 million winning lottery ticket. Lithium 10%. The evolution and impact of the Whitewater Gallery in North Bay. What we know about cyber attack on London drugs. Alright, 12 minutes ago. Shit. News as it's happening. You know, let's actually publish it. There we go. With the health system. Yeah, that would shut them down. And then they can send a list of what everyone's popping, whatever pills they're popping. As long as it comes from the doctor, you're not an addict. Billy Billy is coming to Vancouver and her knee hit me hard. Soft tour. Small Cookies Week begins today at Tim Hortons. Fuck the Oilers, Canuck fans taunt. Edmonton after playoff win. Oh shit. Went way over, Grace. Lucky you. Oh, wait, is that 54.64? Talk to you tomorrow, Grace.